everyone and welcome back to my channel. Finally, I managed to post a new video and it's again another speed build video. So I hope you guys are doing well. I know it's been a while since my last video and oh my gosh, I can't believe we're almost at 100 subscribers. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So yeah, thank you so much for liking my videos, for subscribing to my channel. It makes me really happy and it motivates me to keep posting new videos because in these past few weeks I've been lacking a little bit of motivation because I was always trying to build something in The Sims, but I was never satisfied with what I was building. So I kept building stuff and then I wasn't feeling that the result was nice enough to post it on YouTube. And I am such a perfectionist. I struggle sometimes with wanting everything in what I build to be perfect down to every single little detail. That's why it also takes me so long to build in The Sims, you know? Anyway, let's talk about this house. Today I am building an industrial modern farmhouse, and this house, even though it's just one story, is massive. It's extensive. And that's why I'm building on the 50 by 40 lot. I needed a lot of space for this house, and I think it's the first time that I build on such a big lot. Normally, I go for the 40 by 30 lot or smaller lots because I am not a huge fan of big lots because I don't know, big lots mean big houses to me, and I don't really like building big houses because I get bored and I never end up finishing them. Yeah, I get just tired of building them and I have to move on to something else. And it took me a really long time to furnish this one in particular because, you know, I really wanted to put a lot of effort and details in it. Anyway, I'm now working on the roof and I did a floor plan first. Like, that's the first thing that I did because for me it's more practical to start from the floor plan and then finish the exterior basically. Just want it out of the way as soon as possible. I'm gonna explain to you a little bit the floor plan of this house. We have 4 bedrooms and three bathrooms, sorry. Plus we have a mudroom and a garage. Basically with this house we have a split bedroom layout, which in real life is ideal if you want more privacy. But yeah, in this case I imagine to give one side to the parents, you know, to give them more privacy. Obviously, hypothetically, because if you use this house for gameplay, that won't happen. All the Sims of the household will end up using every side of the house, regardless of one being for the parents and the other one being for the kids. Anyway, on one side we have the master bedroom, which is on the right side of the house, and you know, it's the parents' bedroom, which is like massive, by the way. And then we have a mudroom on that side and the ensuite bathroom. On the left side instead we have a big hallway, which you could see maybe from the floor plan before, and that's the kids side. We have one teen's bedroom, a toddler's bedroom and a kid's room, and 2 bathrooms on the same side. We also have like a big open floor plan. The living room is open to the kitchen. We have a big back door with a massive rear porch, which is where the outdoor living will be. The exterior of this home has the classic shape of a farmhouse slash ranch house. So we have a big front porch and the front looks very symmetrical, especially with the 2 dorms that I put. I love the idea of having a big porch in the front and in the back too, but especially in the front, which makes the home feels very welcoming. And yeah, I imagined this house to be for a large family who loves spending time together and doing a lot of outdoor activities and sports. In fact, as you will see, we have a lot of sport equipment in this house. I also put a basketball net in the backyard and I tried to make a sort of like a basketball court where I imagine the family will be playing. Also, the bedrooms of the kids are like sports themed. I imagine that they bought this property, the parents bought this property on purpose so they could have a big backyard with a lot of space for the kids to play, to play sports, play basketball. And I love building and create a backstory for the Sims who live in the house that I built. For example, I imagine that for this family, we have a teenager, a boy who is really into sports, and he goes to high school and is the captain of the high school basketball team or football team. And then we have the younger brother who also likes sports, and he tries to be like the older brother, and the older brother teaches him how to play basketball, how to play football, and they have a very good brotherhood relationship. And yeah, the older brother, I imagined him to be a sort of like a Troy Bolton type of guy, Troy Bolton from High School Musical, maybe just because he plays basketball. In terms of windows instead, I struggled so much. I couldn't find a single window which I like and which was fitting the vibe that I wanted. So I was about to give up on this building just because of the window struggle. But then I tried to combine two windows from the Snow Escape pack, and I think the result is pretty good. Like, I really like how they look together. I really wish in The Sims we had more normal windows, like more modern farmhouse windows, you know what I mean? Because there are some from base game which have that farmhouse look, but the trim is too thick and the others look way too modern for me. Anyway, from now on, when I will be building a modern farmhouse, I will use that little trick of combining those two windows from Snow Escape together, because I think that's the closest look that we can get to like a modern farmhouse window. I also tried to put the medium height window from Snow Escape, but then when I went to furnish the inside, I realized that I didn't like how they looked from the inside, so I ended up changing them. And as I mentioned, the style of this house is the industrial farmhouse style. So of course I had to go for the black metal frame windows because, it's a must for a modern farmhouse. And I decided to go with that style because, I had built already a more traditional modern farmhouse, but I wanted to go for something different. And I love the aesthetics of a modern rustic looking farmhouse, and this style basically draws inspiration from the agricultural and industrial aesthetics and gives the feeling of the farm life, but in like a more modern key, I'd say. I love the combination with the two aesthetics. I think it gives a very cool balance between the two styles, and I think I'm very drawn to anything that has the word farmhouse in it, because that style isn't something that I had never seen before visiting the US. I don't know if it originated there, but probably it did. But here in Italy, there are no farmhouses. You will never see a farmhouse. We just have brick and concrete houses, which aren't very aesthetically pleasing, I'd say. But it's funny because I saw a video the other day on Instagram of this girl that was saying how much she liked Italian houses. Like, this girl was Canadian and she was visiting Italy, and she said that she liked Italian houses so much because they were very colorful. But I was like, where did you find colorful houses in Italy? Because the ones that I see here are not very colorful. The colors are very muted, I'd say. They're not bright at all, and they don't spark happiness in me at all. But maybe, yeah, it depends where you live. I don't know. For example, when I went to Charleston, I fell in love with the houses there and the architecture in general. The houses are so colorful and pretty to photograph, and I don't think we can say the same of the houses here in Italy. But I don't know, I would do anything to live in one of those houses in Charleston near the ocean. That would be so cool. I guess we always wish to have what we don't have. So probably the people who live in Charleston, they don't find them so special because, you know, they see them every day. But anyway, to achieve that industrial look, I tried a combination on the outside of red brick and paneling using a wallpaper from Eco Lifestyle, which it looks like metal panels almost. And honestly, I didn't even know that industrial farmhouse style was a thing, because when I think about the industrial style in general, I think about big apartments in like New York City, for example, and I don't really think about farmhouses. But yeah, I think it's a cool idea. Usually whenever I build in The Sims and I want to go for a particular style, I like to research the style on Pinterest, for example, and I get inspiration from there for the interior of the house, for the exterior, and I really like doing this. I think it's so much fun. And the thing that drew me to this house in particular, it was the red metal roof, which really pops out to me because I don't know, I really like the texture in the game. It looks very realistic. I use the swatch from Eco Lifestyle and I love the fact that it's red. As I said, it really pops out because it's a different color. We also have a big driveway which takes a lot of space on the side, and I'm not mad about it because it saved me a lot of time because I didn't have to landscape the side of the house, that side of the house. And yep, here it's me being lazy, but I am not a huge fan of landscaping, as I probably said already. So yeah, moving on to the interior. The color palette throughout the whole house tends to be neutral in darker shades of black, brown with some white accents in and there. The first room we saw was the entry with two big archways, and I tried to go for a minimalist style on the inside, but I still wanted to make it look a bit lived in. So you saw me putting like a towel and a water bottle on the ottoman in the entry. Also because, as I said before, this family is into sports, so I imagine that they have, you know, a towel and that water bottle on the ottoman that they can grab when they go outside to play sports or for the training sessions, you know. I think that's cute. And then under the ottoman, there are some shoes lined up. And I thought that was a cute little touch. But honestly, I've been thinking that every time I don't know what to put in a big entry, I just put shoes. And I feel like I lack a little bit of creativity here. Anyway, I want to talk to you about the dining room because I love the dining room of this house. For the dining table, I'm going for this long, rustic looking wood farm table with metal in white to give some brightness to the room. That table is from base game and I think it looks so nice there. Then we have the dark brown chairs to create contrast, which I think are from the dine out pack. Yeah, they are. And whilst I was building this house, I was thinking, imagine if we could customize the ceilings. I wish that, because imagine in this house, imagine having, I don't know, wooden ceilings, you know, would be so nice, would be the perfect final touch. However, I think I would get very overwhelmed with having a lot of things to customize. Anyway, then I decided to use that metal arch in the living room, that it's perfect for this industrial style. And when I saw it, I was like, I want to use this at all costs. And I put it in the dining room, and inside we find like a couple of paintings, and I decided to go for those paintings because they add a little bit of orange and yellow touches to the room, which is not a bad idea considering that everything is very dark. Then moving on to the kitchen is next to the dining room, and I decided to use those base game counters, which I always neglect. I think the default swatch doesn't do justice to that counter because the other swatches are actually kind of nice. So I decided to go with the black swatch because I really like how it looks. I love the stainless steel handles. I think they look very good in this house. You see that I'm not putting any cabinet by the stove because my initial idea was to go for open shelving, but then I put that black cooker hood and I thought it was enough. I really wanted to leave it just like that because I like that we can see the bricks. I think the bricks are a big part of the kitchen of the house in general. I really wanted it to like stand out, so that's why I didn't put any shelf or any cabinet there. But we still have cabinets on the other side of the kitchen above the fridge, and in the middle of the kitchen we also have an island. And I did this cool thing with that table, which looks so industrial, and I think is from the industrial kit. I combined two tables together, and I think it just looks pretty good. I really like it. I like the idea of having this mismatched kitchen, and the top of being wood, the top of the table being wood. I think it adds a nice touch to the kitchen. I didn't put a lot of stuff because I wanted to keep it clean and tidy. I tried to like choose furniture which has metal details. So we have that sofa from base game, which is very fancy, but has that metal and wood in it. And the coffee table has the same thing, like it's made of wood but has some metal details. You know, like after all, like no other style is identified so strongly with metal elements. Oh my gosh, my throat is so dry, I can't speak anymore. Anyway, we have like wood that adds warmth and texture, like, and the metal that is like sleek and modern, and I really like the combination of these two elements. I think it's something that I never thought I liked, because when it comes to furniture, I tend to like more traditional country stuff, leaning more towards pastel and light blue tones. And you know, I love the coastal inspired houses. But anyway, in general, in this house we have a lot of different textures. We have a lot of brick accent walls, and the color palette tends towards neutrals and warm neutrals. Actually, we have a lot of warm colors like browns and tans, which personally I think make the space more inviting. And in the living room I also used the fireplace. Not a huge fan of that, but I thought that the black metal finish looked so good with the rest of the room. And then we have that little nook in the living room by the fireplace, and I decided to put that shelf with all the plants on it, because that really brings the whole industrial look to the room. Moving on to the next room, we have the study room, which is my favorite room. I think I love the color scheme in there. The browns and dark gray blue color scheme in there really gives calmness to the room, I'd say. And then in there we have a desk with a computer, obviously, because that's a must in an office room. And then we have a little bookcase, like a very modern bookcase, but I really like how it looks. It's very cute. And then we have that shelf from Eco Lifestyle, which has recently become one of my favorite objects in the game to use like in more modern homes. And I used it twice in this house just because it's perfect for this style, and it's a very nice feeling object. Like I can just put it anywhere where I have an empty space to fill there. And the other one I put it in that big hallway that you saw before when I was doing the floor plan. Also, I used a lot that standing lamp from base game, but I couldn't find any other lamp which matched the style better than this one, and that one really gives me industrial vibes, so I had put one in every room. When I didn't know what to put, I was like, okay, let me just put that nice industrial looking lamp. Especially the copper swatch, it's perfect. And my extreme use of this lamp balances the fact that I don't ever put this lamp in any of my builds. And then now I'm furnishing the master bedroom. As you can see, this room is very big. In fact, I decided to divide it into two different areas. We have this slightly elevated area where the bed is. Then we have sort of entryway to the bedroom, which has a fireplace and a couch, which makes it very formal, but I really liked the idea. It's very fancy, but I also wanted an excuse to use that fireplace because I thought looked very good in there. This room looks brighter because I used more whites and creams and I combined them with darker browns. but the industrial vibe is still there, and it's particularly enhanced with the bed, which is of course from the industrial kit, with the matching nightstands, and we have the base game dresser which matches so well with the rest of the room. I also use the same bed in the teens bedroom because it's the industrial bed, so makes sense to use it, right? A lot in this house. It's my chance to use this bed because I normally don't use it. I tried to continue with that industrial vibe even in the kids' bedrooms, even though they're not like, they're more colorful and bright, and we don't have a lot of industrial stuff going on, but I tried to keep the style cohesive throughout the entire house where it was possible. Obviously, we also have like a toddler's bedroom, and that one wasn't very easy to make industrial. So I needed to be a little bit more flexible with that one. But then, yeah, I also went for that sectional couch from Dream Home Decorator, and I put the long piece by the window, and I thought it was a nice touch. Maybe your Sims want to sit there and just read a book, or I don't know, maybe in real life it would be useful to leave clothes on it or other things. I also made a mudroom which gives access to the garage, and I thought that was a cute idea, but I struggled so much to finish this room. I cut most of that part out, but I wanted to find an ottoman which matched with those cubes from high school years, but I couldn't find any, and I kept changing the color of the ottoman and of the cubes to see what would match. And I know we also have the cubes from Dream Home Decorator, which have more swatches, but I really wanted to use those from high school years because I like that you have the wood texture and that little metal detail. Yeah, in the end, I went for the black swatch, which I'm happy because he adds more black accents to the room and it fits well with the vibe of the house. And I used the ottoman from the laundry pack, which is not the best one, but it was the one that matched the best. I used the open shelves from the laundry pack above the ottoman. I had to size the object down because it was too big, but I think it looks kind of good there. Then I put some clutter on the shelves, you know, some shoes to make it more realistic. And the other room is the toddler's bedroom that I was talking about before. In there, I decided to use that wallpaper that is from Parenthood, and the entire room was inspired by that wallpaper. I just really like it, and for some reason it reminds me of Animal Crossing. Actually, not for some reason. It's the leaves on it that are reminding me of Animal Crossing. They look exactly like the Animal Crossing leaves. So funny. I love Animal Crossing. I miss playing that game so much because I used to play it on my Wii, but I don't have a Nintendo Switch now. Like, I didn't buy it. So I can't play it right now because my Wii is dead. Anyway, even though this room might not look very industrial, there's still some of that dark wooden tones which we see throughout the entire house. I went for the eco lifestyle bed, which is my favorite because it has those little toys hanging and it almost looks like a canopy bed, which I like, and it's very detailed compared to the other beds that we have for toddlers. But we might get more stuff now, hopefully, with the new expansion pack, you know, the Growing Together expansion pack. We might get more bed options for toddlers. I still haven't taken a look of what comes with the pack, but I hope we're gonna get more stuff for toddlers. And speaking of babies, in like 2 days we're gonna get the infant update. Are you guys excited? Because I am very, very excited. I can't wait to play with infants. We've been teased for a very long time, and now we just have 2 days left. Like, 2 days for me, because I'm recording this video on the 12th of March, and the update comes out on the 14th. But yeah, let me know if you're also very excited to play with infants. I feel like this is a very big, no, I feel like it is a very big update, and it's really going to change the gameplay because they're adding a new life stage. How exciting is that? I just can't wait. Even though I don't do a lot of gameplay, but I am very excited. I was thinking maybe to start a new legacy challenge, but I'm still doing the not so berry one that, by the way, I put on hold on purpose because I wanna play with infant in my not so berry series, so I put it on hold. On the 14th, I think that when the update comes out, I'll be at work, but for sure, as soon as I get off, I will go home and play with it. Or maybe I was thinking to film a live reaction the next day. So I don't know. Let me know if you would like to see something like that or not. Then when the new expansion pack will come out, I think I want to film a video where I make a room for an infant maybe, so we can get to see all the infant stuff which comes with the update and with the pack as well, because I'm also very excited about the new expansion pack, you know. It's finally a pack which covers a lot of the real life aspects and experiences and family relationships, and I really love that. I'm also very curious to build in the new world, so I am also thinking about that, and the next build you're gonna see might be in San Sequoia. I'm so happy we finally get new Sims content which is not like a kit, because recently we've been getting only kits which are nice and I know they're much easier to make and release, but I needed something bigger, you know. Back to the building. Sorry that I got a little distracted, but I think it's fair after all, since we're getting all these new things next week. It's gonna be a big week. And yeah, I haven't talked about that, you know, on my channel for a long time, so I feel like I am allowed to express my excitement for that in this video. Anyway, the last room that I furnished was the kids' bedroom. And if the toddler's room was inspired by the wallpaper, this one was inspired by the rug. I loved the colors on it, so I decided to go for that color scheme. And I went for that metal bed, which looks very industrial to me, so I decided to use it. As I said before, the room is much more colorful, and I decided to continue using brick accent walls in the kids' bedroom as well, but I went for the white brick because I felt like that the darker brick would have been too much, you know, and I think the white brick instead also matched very well with the white bed frame. Moving on to the outdoor area, there's an outdoor kitchen with a bar and some stools. Yes, my guinea pigs are saying hi. They are pretty excited about the update as well. What I was talking about? Yeah, the outdoor area. The outdoor area, there's an outdoor kitchen and we have a bar and some stools and a big grill that is from the Desert Lux kit. And I think it was the best one, at least the one that looked better. And then I used the counters from base game. I love the look of those counters. The wooden countertop is so pretty. They're not very easy to use in my opinion. Like I don't find myself using those counters a lot because of the style, and the bottom part is a little bit weird, but they look very good in here because of the metal details, and you know, they have this sort of industrial look that I was going for, which complements very well with the rest of the house. Then on the other side, we have, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, an outdoor living room with plenty of seating space. We have a big couch and a couple of chairs, and then we have this big brick fireplace. I tried my best to find a swatch that matched the bricks of the wallpaper, but I failed. But I like the contrast with the bricks a little bit, and also the bottom of the fireplace kinda matches the wall, so it looks like it's done on purpose, I think. Then on that table I put the pumpkins from Seasons, and I know that they might be an autumn decor, but I really like they have a swatch that matches the color of the couch and the chairs, so that's why I used it. We are coming to the end of the video, so I hope you guys liked the house. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about the new expansion pack. hack that is coming up next week. Let me know how excited you are, if you are excited. As always, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video, which is gonna be the infant video. Yeah, stay tuned for that. Bye bye, thank you so much for watching.